Hey guys, how you doing? It's Sean from Ridesharing101.com. Today I posed the question, can you still make money by ride-sharing full-time? And before I get into that, just a little bit of quick business. Please check out the Facebook page. The Facebook page is Ridesharing101, one word, and it's a great resource. I post articles about things that are happening in the industry for both Uber and Lyft and the other companies. And in addition, it's a good resource for drivers to communicate with other drivers and ask questions and see what's going on. So both across the United States and in your own particular city. So please check that out. Also check out the website, ridesharing101.com. I have these videos archived. In addition, I have a blog where I write about some of the more interesting passengers that I've picked up over the years. And in addition, I have an ebook for sale along with some t-shirts. So please check that out. It's got tips and tricks on how to maximize your profits and make even more money than you're making now. Now, can you still make money by ride sharing full time? And the answer is yes, but it's a lot trickier than it used to be. It used to be you can just drive for 8 hours a day, get in your car and go. And now you have to be very smart about it, because if you're ride sharing 40 plus hours a week, there's more wear and tear on your car. You're going through more gas, more oil, brakes, tires. All that is degrading quicker because you're using it more. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you use the car that you have right now to ride share. Don't go out and buy a new car to ride share. Use the car that you already have, because what you're doing is you're exchanging money that you're making now for equity and resale value in your car later. And what I mean by that is, I think they say the average person puts 20,000 miles a year on their car. And here in the San Francisco Bay Area, that's kind of laughable. I know people that'll put 25,000 miles on their car just commuting to and from work. That doesn't even include the weekends. And if you ride share, you're going to put a ton of miles on your car. So you want to use the car that you have as opposed to going out and getting a brand new car, because you could ride share for 2 years, put 70,000 miles on it, and you're going to have a hard time selling it because somebody else could buy the same car with 40,000 miles less, and you're going to have to discount it severely just to get rid of it. So use the car that you have, unless you can buy an older car with a lot of miles on it very cheaply. For instance, in San Francisco, I think the car can be as old as 2002. The rest of the state or in other areas, I think it's 10 years old or less. But if you can, let's say, get a 2010 Toyota Corolla for $1,500 that has 300,000 miles on it, that's in decent shape, that looks nice, oh, get it. Drive it until the wheels fall off. That's a great investment. But don't go out and buy a new $25,000 Hyundai or Honda Civic and then start ride sharing, because you're gonna kill your resale value. And what you should do is you should contact a tax professional, a CPA. Find somebody, if you don't have one already, before you ride share, because you want to know about your deductions. And this is really important, because I believe the government gives you 56 cents a mile, which is for brakes and oil change, all your expenses, the wear and tear on your car. But I believe you can opt to not take that deduction and deduct your gas, your brake, if you get new brakes, new tires, and your actual gas at the pump. Now, in addition, you're using your phone, so your phone can be a partial deduction. If you have Bluetooth, that's a partial deduction. If you feel it's appropriate to wear a suit or a nice outfit, you can deduct dry cleaning, car washes, detailing. Those are all expenses. But contact your CPA, your certified public accountant, beforehand, and it'd be worth it to pay him or her a little bit of money to have a consult. Because when you get paid by your ride-sharing company, you're an independent contractor. They don't take taxes out. Those are due at the end of the year. So you want to make sure you maximize your deductions so you end up paying as little tax or no tax as possible, depending on what your deductions are. So this is very, very important. So make sure you contact a CPA ahead of time. Now, the rates are different than they were 2 or 3 years ago when I started ride sharing. Uber and Lyft have decreased their rates to be more competitive. And because of that, you can't just hop in your car and drive whenever you want to like you used to. You now have to drive at the times where it's most economical, when it will make the most money to be out there on the road. And basically those times are early in the morning, late at night, and on the weekends. In the morning you have people going to the airport, people that need to go to work. At night, people are going home, they're going out to the bars, they're going to the clubs, they're going home from the bars and the clubs. So you want to be driving during those times because that's when you have the best opportunity to get rides. It's very slow in the afternoon. So if you can only drive from 1 to 4 in the afternoon, you're not going to make a lot of money. You'll generate income, but you're not going to be able to live off that. So you want to drive when there's the most people looking for rides. Also, you want to drive when there's surge pricing and when there's boost pricing. Now, Uber will let you know when there's boost pricing, which is basically they anticipate, their algorithm tells them that, hey, during this time of the week, these hours, people are going to need rides and we want drivers. So they will pay you more per ride. The only problem with that is every other driver gets the same message and they're going to want to drive at that same time too. So a lot of times you can actually get oversaturation with boost pricing. Sometimes you can beat that by driving before the boost pricing starts, and you'll end up with surge pricing. And for those of you who don't know, surge pricing is when the demand is high for rides and there's not enough drivers out on the road. So Uber will have surge pricing, which is a multiplier on the rate, 1.2, let's say 1.3, 1.5. 1.5 is 1.5 times what the standard rate would be. And what happens is people say, oh, it's surge pricing, I don't want to pay that, I'll wait. So they wait a few minutes to get a ride. And while that's happening, other drivers are letting off their fares. So now more drivers are available, and then the surge goes down. Now there's other people that they need to get to where they need to go, and they can't wait around for 5, 10, 15 minutes on the surge to go down, so they just accept it and go. It might be a business account, so they don't really care because their company's paying for it. It doesn't come out of their pocket, so they'll take the surge, no problem. Surge is a fickle beast. You don't always know when it's going to happen, but it's more likely to happen at certain times, certain days of the week than others. On the weekend in San Francisco, especially Saturday morning, you'll tend to get more surge than you would on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Surge might last 5 minutes, it might last half an hour. You might not see it all day. So the more you drive, the more you know when there will be surge, and the more you will know what areas will have surge. For instance, the marina is more likely to surge than Bayview Hunters Point if you live in San Francisco. Okay? More people in the marina are going to where they need to go. It's a very popular area. Bayview Hunters Point has a lot of housing projects in it, and there's not a whole lot of Ubering going on. Okay? Now, the other thing that you want to do is if you're going to ride full time, you need to treat your ride sharing as a business. Think about getting a dash cam, which is a deductible expense, because the more passengers that you deal with, the more likelihood something could go wrong. Doesn't necessarily mean something going wrong with your passengers, but you want a camera to keep an eye on the passengers in the back. You want the dash cam camera going out the front window so you can see what's going on with other drivers. So if you get into an accident and it's not your fault, you have a video record of that. Also, there's bicyclists on the road. there's animals. It's just a great thing to have as far as insurance goes. Okay, so think about that. Think about seat covers for your car to protect the value of your investment. The more people you have, you might have a problem with spills. If people have service animals, you want something that can be cleaned easily. If, let's say, it's a dog that sheds. So these are all things to think about, and these are all deductions. So again, contact your tax professional, your CPA. And in addition, one thing I want to recommend is, remember I said I have the website, ridesharing101.com. Well, you should also have a website if you're going to drive full time, and it should just be a basic website where people can sign up to rideshare for the company that you're ridesharing for. So if you rideshare for Uber, they can sign up for Uber. If you rideshare for Lyft, they can sign up for Lyft. Basically, people ask me all the time, oh, how do you like ridesharing? You know, I thought about doing that. And you can say, oh, I love it. It's awesome. Here, you got your smartphone? Go to ridesharing101.com. Go to my website, and there's a button there, and you can sign up, and it links you directly to the Uber sign-on page. And I get a bonus for you signing up, and after you complete your first 100 rides, you get a bonus as well. And if you're not ready to sign up, there's also a tab there where someone that hasn't taken rideshare before can get their first ride for free up to $15. And obviously the person is in your car, so they've ride-shared before, but odds are they have friends that they go out with that maybe haven't ride-shared. They can pass that along. That first ride, I believe you get $5. So they get a $15 ride, you get $5 as a referral code, even if they take it in with a different driver, different city, a different state. Okay, so think about this, because there's a lot to ride sharing. You can make ride sharing just driving in the car, but if you can sign people up, if you can take your deductions, if you can drive when there's boost pricing and there's surge pricing, you'll be much better off. And also, remember when I said I had an ebook for sale? Well, if you sign somebody up, you could sweeten the deal. You could say, hey, if you sign up and I see that you're taking rides, I will get this ebook for you. You can go to the site, you can download, get the ebook, and it'll help you make more money than you would if you hadn't read it, because I bring up a lot of great things that the first-time driver doesn't necessarily know, and you know, ways to avoid getting tickets, and things to do and things not to do that will make life much easier for you. So there you have it. You know, use what you've got and work with it, but just realize that to make money is a lot more than just driving in the car. Okay, so I hope this video has helped. Please leave feedback below, and I will see you next video. Thanks.